Hello and welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's explore this refrigeration cycle diagram together and break down each component step by step. Whenever you're learning HVAC, refrigeration engineering, or just curious, this will help you understand how a refrigeration system works. This image represents a complex refrigeration system with components like compressor, evaporator, condenser, and multiple control regulation elements. It's a closed-loop cycle where refrigeration changes state, liquid to gas, to absorb and reject heat. So first, we have the compressor. Compressor compress low-pressure vapor refrigerant into high-pressure vapor. And the output is high-pressure and high-temperature vapor connected to oil separator and suction accumulator. So it has an oil level gauge glass for monitoring oil level. And then we have the oil separator. The function of the oil separator is to remove oil from the refrigerant vapor coming out of the compressor. Next, we have the condenser. The function of the condenser is to condense high-pressure vapor into high-pressure liquid by rejecting heat to the surroundings, and usually air or water. So the condenser can be located after the oil separator. Next, we have the receiver. Store liquid refrigerant from the condenser. Why? To maintain a constant supply to the expansion device and allow for system serving. And then we have the filter slash dryer. So the function of this filter is to remove moisture and debris from the refrigerant. Why? Why is it important? Moisture can be freeze and block the expansion valve. Debris can damage the components. Next, we have the sight glass or moisture indicator. The function of this is to show the condition of the refrigerant. Example, present or bubbles or moisture. The use of this sight glass is to help technician diagnose undercharging or moisture problems. Then we have the liquid lines solenoid bulbs. The function of this part of the refrigerator is to electrically controlled valve that open and close the flow of the liquid refrigerant. Shuts off the refrigerant flow when the system cycles cut off. Then we have the expansion valve, TXV or TEV. Drop the pressure of the liquid refrigerant causing to the evaporate and absorb heat. High pressure liquid to low pressure refrigerant entering the evaporator, regulated by the filler valve which sets the temperature at the evaporator outlet. Next, we have the evaporator. The function of the evaporator is to absorb heat from the surrounding air or fluid using the cold, low pressure refrigerant. The result is refrigerants evaporate and exit as a low pressure evaporator. Next, we have the filler valve. The function of the filler valve is to sense the temperature of the suction line to control the expansion valve, and the purpose of it is to ensure the proper superheat, preventing liquid from entering the compressor. Then we have the evaporator pressure regulator. The function of this evaporator pressure regulator is to control the pressure in the evaporator to maintain a desired temperature. Use of this is useful in system with varying loads or temperature. Next, we have the hot gas bypass valve. Send hot refrigerant gas directly from the discharge line to the evaporator. It maintains evaporator pressure during a low loads condition to prevent freezing. Then we have the solenoid valve on the bypass line. Function of this is to control the flow of hot gas into the evaporator, controlled by thermostat or controller based on evaporator temperature, pressure. Then we have the suction accumulator. Prevent liquid refrigerant from entering the compressor or the liquid slugging. Only vapor should enter the compressor. Then we have the shut-off valve. The function of this is to manually isolate section of the system for service or maintenance. And then we have the suction line filter or the dryer. To remove moisture and contaminants from the vapor refrigerant before it enters the compressor. So here's the summary of the cycle. Compressor vapor. So here's the summary of the cycle. Compressor vapor compresses vapor high pressure gas. And then the oil separator remove oil. And then the condenser cool gas liquid. Receiver stores the liquid, and the filter and dryer. And sight glass clean and check the refrigerant. And the solenoid valve control the flow, and expansion valve drop pressure to cool. And we have the vapor liquid mix, and evaporator absorb the heat to the refrigerant evaporates. Filler valve regulator bypass manage temperature and pressure. And we have the accumulator ensure no liquid, which is the compressor. So that's it. Take care and keep learning. If you ever need to review, troubleshoot, or go deeper into any parts, expansion valves, pressure control, energy efficient, or even design your own cycle, I'm just a question away. Stay curious, stay cool, and see you next time.